Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Rabbil shrahli sadri wa yassir li amri wa halul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina wa ala ali Muhammadin wa ala ali kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidul Majid. Welcome to Sufi Voice. There are numerous miracles of our beloved Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani. One among the miracles I would like to discuss here. During Sheikh's time, there was a wise and influenced priest in Baghdad who had many followers. This man had vast knowledge not only of the Judaism and Christian traditions but also of Islam. He knew Islam and the Holy Quran and had great love and aspiration for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Khalifa respected the priest and hoped that he and his followers would become Muslims one day. Indeed, he was ready to accept the religion, except for one thing. The thing that prevented him, which he could not neither accept nor understand, was the physical ascension of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the heavens during his lifetime. The ascension took place when one night the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was brought body and soul from Medina to Jerusalem and from there to the seven heavens. When he saw many things, he visited paradise and hell and went beyond this to meet his Lord, who spoke 90,000 words with him. He returned before his bed had cooled, and before a leaf which he had touched in passing had stopped trembling. The mind of the priest could not accept the accession of the Prophet ﷺ and his coming back to tell about it. Indeed, when the Prophet ﷺ himself declared it the day after it happened, many Muslims did not believe and left their religion. This then is a test of the true faith, for the mind cannot conceive of such a thing. The Khalifa introduced all the wise men and teachers of his time to the priest in order to eliminate his doubts, but none of them succeeded. Then one evening he sent a word to Hazrat Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, asking him if he could convince the priest of the truth of the accession. When Hazrat Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani came to the place, he found the priest and the Khalifa playing the chess. As the priest lifted a chess piece to move it, his eyes met those of the Sheikh. He blinked his eyes. As he opened them again, he found himself drowning in a rapidly running river. He was shouting for help when a young shepherd jumped into the water to save him. The shepherd held on to him. He realized that he was naked and had been transformed into a young girl. The priest has been transformed into a young girl. The shepherd pulled her out of the water and asked her whose daughter she was and where she lived. When the priest mentioned Baghdad, the shepherd said they were then at a distance of few months' journey from that city. The shepherd honored her and kept her and protected her, but eventually, as she had nowhere to go, married her. They had children who grew up. One day, as she was washing laundry in the same river she had appeared many years before, she slipped and fell in. As she opened her eyes, she found herself transformed again into a man. Sitting across the Khalifa, holding the chess piece and still looking up into the eyes of Hazrat Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, who said to him, "Now, venerable priest, do you still disbelieve?" The priest, unsure of what had happened to him and thinking that it was a dream, responded in words, "What do you mean? Perhaps you would like to see yourself." The saint inquired. As he opened the door, there stood the shepherd and the three children. Seeing this, the priest believed. He and his congregation members among the 5,000 Christians who became Muslim by the hands of Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani. In his teachings and his service to mankind, he applied qualities which he inherited from the highest Allah. Our beloved Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani used to say, "A spiritual teacher is not a true teacher unless he possesses 12 qualities. Two of these qualities are from the attributes of Allah Most High. They are to hide the faults of men and the rest of creation, not only from others but even from themselves, and to have compassion and forgiveness for even the worst of sins. Two qualities are inherited from the Prophet ﷺ, love and gentleness. From Hazrat Abu Bakr, the first of the four Khalifas, a true teacher inherits truthfulness, honesty, and sincerity, as well as devotion and generosity. And from Hazrat Umar, justice and imposing the right and preventing the wrong. And from Hazrat Uthman, humility and staying away and praying while the rest of the mankind are asleep. From Hazrat Ali, knowledge and courage. Thank you. Subhana Rabbika Rabbil Izzati Amma Yasifun wa Salamun ala Mursalin Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.